So people often ask, what's the secret at Lake Erie? So I took off on this trip to Lake Erie with Dad. I love getting up there with just Dad exclusively. It's not a lot of times that we do that. You want to hear what the $1 million secret is? Dad. Dad lives on the mainland of northern Ohio and has been on the island a couple weeks now. He bounces back and forth between walleye and bass fishing, but he's always fishing since he retired. Almost every time I come up, Dad has a fresh bag of walleye waiting in the fridge and somewhat of a clue as to what the bass are doing. Dad runs the Ranger 621. It's just the ideal setup for a boat for Lake Erie. Dad started bringing me up when I was a teenager in the 90s, and it is a tradition we have continued almost every summer. Nothing like time on the big lake with my father. So Dad has an island trailer and an island vehicle, so we avoid the ferry altogether on this trip. So we're boating in for this trip to Middle Bass Island.
Oh, bass boat already in. Going that way.
Oh well.
Nope.
Just gives us a reason to go on to the house. Dad loves his Dorado boat latch system so much that he even has one on the island trailer. The Dorado is a catch and release system that catches the boat as soon as it is all the way on the trailer. Pretty sweet little deal, saves you a lot of time loading and unloading the boat, especially if you're by yourself. And you know, we had an east wind for this trip, and an east wind oftentimes presents the most difficult fishing, not just on the bass, but also can be tough on the walleye fishermen. Things that we tried to do still was to go up and look for some bedding fish. Now, Lake Erie had some waves around 14 feet the previous weekend, so the water was still pretty beat up and chalky, probably down to about 2 feet of visibility. If you watched my previous video, the water was clear, almost aqua blue, just an incredible color. You know, me and Dad, we went up, we still threw the Ned, we threw a drop shot.
They're hitting orange. Oh, there's a hit. I missed it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Killing me. There's one. Yeah, I'll probably net because I don't have a heavy line like you do. I'll get it though, it's not that big. God dang! I'll just go. Jason, that big blow, look how high the water was. There's one in here. Look over there on the bank. He's probably not coming this way. That big bait? No. Little top water? A lot bigger than I thought it was.
People got away with running over some of those big limestone boulders last year without hitting some of them due to the water level. This year I've already seen a couple boats that have been in the rocks and banged up their boats. So one of the things that I would give you a piece of advice, always, you can get an app to see the lake map. You probably got an avionics card, maybe you've got the Lake Master maps. Get some form of mapping so that you don't get stuck on the rocks.
He's hitting out on the rocks, dude. Yeah, he's already hit. He hit again. You go that close to a freaking fishing boat, dude, and you're watching rocks, you should key on the white cat. You can tell though. You tell them, I don't know where I'm at.
You know, after the guy ran up on the rocks, Dad and I kept fishing and probably caught 15 or so fish. In the next few minutes, they were hitting that lure almost as quickly as it would hit the water. And what happens in June is you'll run up on those wolf packs of bass. They may be all 2 to 2.5 pounds, but it can still be a fun 15, 20 minutes of fishing to just catch a boatload of them. So, you know, oftentimes as those fish are post-spawn and moving back out to deeper structure, oftentimes what you can do is run into one of those wolf packs, as we did here, and catch a whole bunch of fish.
right over there. It's a lot bigger than I thought it was. Frustration after frustration after frustration. I'm just starting to get a little sick. There's one. That's a little bit bigger. Well, we probably had 6 in here, didn't we?
You know, one thing that Dad and I seem to never struggle to catch are the sheephead, and you know, this trip was no exception. You know, one of the things that I've noticed over the last couple of years is you don't seem to catch as many bass in areas where you catch a lot of the sheephead. I don't know if, you know, the bass have really made an effort to get away from those sheephead. But the one thing that you can say for sure on Lake Erie, when you hook that fish, if it digs, it's probably a sheephead. When you hook that bass, it comes straight up and they're airborne almost immediately. And to me, that's what drives it. You know, that's the great part of fishing at Lake Erie. It's just incredible to watch those fish jump sometimes 4 and 5 times. You know, smallmouth just does not give up.
On the bottom, it's probably little gobies. I just had one eat that up. Just started throwing a little slider.